Hello everybody, Kazuma here. This is going to be my first LP coming back. Yeah, you guessed it, exactly what I said I was going to be putting off, Donkey Kong Country 2. However, I feel it's only necessary to start off with a game I'm more familiar with than not. Anyway, yeah, let's begin. This game takes place right after the end of Donkey Kong Country 2, and I'm not quite sure how, or Donkey Kong Country 1, I'm not quite sure how far before Donkey Kong Country 3. I'm not going to be going for 100% or actually 102% being the maximum. I'm not going for either of those because, to be perfectly honest, that's way too time consuming and I really don't know where everything is. As long as I've played this, I still don't know. I could probably get about an 85% run, but I really don't feel like it, so I'll do this walkthrough now, and then maybe in the future I'll continue and show some bonus videos to show where everything is. In the meantime, yeah, you'll have to put up with this. And that. I love this song, too. Shortcut. Shortcut? Screw it. Ow! Oh man, good job. Way to start off. Alright, get that coin, climb up. And with no interesting commentary, I will just narrate everything I do anyway. Ah, man. Secret? Though probably not really that secret if you've ever played the game. Oh, bananas. Quite literally. So yes, YouTube. There's not much I can, say right about here. These levels aren't so great. To be honest, they're actually way too easy. At least at the beginning. So yeah, the basic backstory behind the actual game is pretty much King K. Rool has kidnapped Donkey Kong, and as I purposely missed the first extra life as well as the note left by King K. Rool himself, basically, yeah, you find it in the first level, and it's essentially nothing special. Just, hey, I kidnapped Donkey Kong if you want to see him back, or something or other, I don't know. Either way, it's just a whole big bunch of bananas, really. And invincibility, my favorite power-up in this game. And the only reason for me to come up here is that bonus, which I don't want anyway. And I missed that extra life. Tip for speedrunners as well. In going to the end target, you save a bunch of time if you don't hit it as hard as a lot of the times the level tries to make you. Because if you hit it lighter, as you just scene, it'll it'll skip over the celebratory animation that either Kong has, Dixie being the electric guitar solo and Diddy being the boombox. I hate water levels. I really hate water levels, even with Ingard, that dude, the swordfish. At times I wonder if he actually makes it harder. Cool extra life here. You'll notice I'm stockpiling lives at this point. That's because of the fact that towards halfway through the game, levels start to get really, well, for me at least, really challenging. In particular, in the third world and on, starting with the bramble levels. To be honest, nothing in this game is incredibly challenging. There's a lot of there's a lot of levels and bosses and enemies that will stump you until you figure them out yourself, but for the most part, nothing in this game is really that hard. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that the difficulty is just where it should be, especially for beginner gamers. Overall, it's a great game, and I would recommend it for anyone who is actually looking for a fun game, because the controls are in no way bad. The animation and sound is pretty solid. The graphics are pretty damn detailed for a SNES game. Granted, SNES games in general had great graphics anyway. I don't know, I'm just kind of going on ranting now. Let's see. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Not what I wanted, but I'll have to take that. And get that in. Yeah. Good. If I can keep my Kong till the end of this level, I'll show you guys something even cooler. Well, at least for those of you who actually need lives. Because I know I am by far not the best player. But, so I use all the extra lives I can get. A 3-up balloon. Very useful, actually. I'm going to wait for this to be timed right and still be off and not get it anyway. So yeah, okay. Time for the finale of the first world. This boss is incredibly easy if you know how to do it. If not, it can actually be one of the most tedious bosses in the world. Either way, there's a difference between knowing how to do something and being capable of doing it. Such as right there. I know how to beat this boss from about, I'd say, at least 10 years worth of experience, and way more than 10 years worth of experience, but I still have trouble with it sometimes. And now he's going to go into his berserko crash into the nest rage. And he is dead. Well, sort of. Anyway, this is Kazuma. There was World 1. And because of YouTube's limit, I'm going to have to cut this here. I'll be right back, guys.